Podcast, WATP.
Let's talk about Aaron Imholte and what he's been up to, because he went to court, and the reason why is because he has a restraining order with his first ex-wife, because they had an agreement that he's not allowed to talk shit about her on his podcast. And they were talking all sorts of mad shit about her.
You should go on Tom Arnold's podcast.
If you go back to December, it's crazy. I've seen the clips where they're talking about Ashley dying, and then April, because they were still married at the time, April was like going to diddle herself over like watching this happen. It's just like, this seems really inappropriate.
Something about her bean.
Yeah, she's going to flick her bean to it. And it's like, that's the mother of your 3 children. What are you doing? That seems crazy. And so there was a restraining order issued in January that said, stop talking about me. So Aaron, he's so smart. He goes, I won't mention her by name. I'll just say a family member, a cousin, and then talk all sorts of mad shit. Only problem is, it was very obvious to everyone involved what was going on and who he was talking about. So he went to court yesterday, and in court, what they settled on was he had to pay $135 for court fees or whatever. And then he's got a year probation. He can't get in trouble for anything else. He certainly can't talk about his ex in any single way.
Or that cousin of his.
Right. They can't broadcast anything on the show. So it's not just Aaron. If there's chats he pulls up on the screen, if there's a co-host, a guest on the show, if anyone brings her up, he's in control of the show. He has to make sure that doesn't happen.
Oh my God, he's finally going to make the goal with everybody trying to get him to
That's hilarious. Yeah, and then he doesn't read it, and you're like, oh, I'm taking my money back.
He's finally going to make the goal, you guys.
I don't think he's going to be able to pull this off.
No.
And actually, our boy Doom put together this clip for us where Doom's pretty sure he already violated it the day he got home from court to do his show with his buddy Matt. So this is Aaron's take on this. It's amazing how everything is another win for the toe. Once again, this guy is winning, and we all hate it.
Go! MSO says Aaron is inmate OU812. Do I have a number? I don't know.
Yeah,
Either way.
I don't know. I looked you up and you weren't booked, so
No.
I was kind of bummed out about that.
I mean, I wasn't booked into jail, but
No.
I was fingerprinted. Like, I was booked and fingerprinted.
No mugshot.
No
Pretty cool.
mugshot. You know?
Yeah.
Everyone, is sitting here going, oh, is there going to be a mugshot? I thought there was going to be a mugshot today.
We were all excited for the mugshot.
Yeah, because I look fucking good. Holy shit. You know what's great?
What?
Is when people who hate you,
Yeah.
like Patrick or somebody, posts a picture that, like, somebody was waiting outside the courthouse and got a picture of me as I came out of the courthouse.
Are you fucking kidding?
Dude, I'm famous. I'm the man. I'm the fucking greatest thing. These people.
This gets so much douchier, but it starts off very douchey.
Can I just also ask,
Yeah.
did he get his eyebrows done? I realize that they are hidden under his hat a little bit, but did he seriously, did he do his eyelashes and look beautiful for his mugshot?
Probably, yeah. He wanted to dress to the nines and look amazing for this. He's all happy with himself here.
People follow me all over the place. They love me. I'm the
Another
shit.
Melton fan that has nothing better to do with their life than to follow you around and watch you winning.
Bro, I'm the fucking man.
Watch you winning. This is the perfect sidekick for this guy. Wow, I guess you were just like traveling to court and winning, and then driving home and winning, and now we're together and you're winning. What's he talking about?
He's talking about winning.
I really am. I can't help it anymore. I can't even be humble around these people. You follow me, you take pictures of me looking fucking dressed to the nines. I look fucking stunning.
All right, let's look this up. I want to see what he's talking about, how stunning he looked, because Patrick Melton is over in Scotland right now. We had to hang out with him, which was nice for DabbleCon. But he did post this on his Twitter. So we can look this up. It says, the details of the court hearing, it says Aaron pled guilty and will pay $135. His sentence is 90 days in jail, stayed for 1 year. He must not violate that restraining order again. LOL, he will on tonight's show. And remain law-abiding for 1 year to avoid jail. So if he fucks this up, 90 days in jail. He was booked. He said there should be a mugshot. I guess there wasn't. Prosecutor made a point in the court that he had to plead guilty to what was considered an enhanceable offense, which meant if future harassment / restraining order violations, the penalties would be enhanced. Aaron and his lawyer didn't seem to know this. As part of the pleading guilty, Aaron described his violation as, on a blogcast I host, I mentioned and criticized the person who had the protection order against me. He called it a blogcast.
I was just going to say, that's so stupid.
Weird. Said he made jokes which he was not proud of, stated he was not in the same mindset today, and he was then. The relationship between him and the victim was better than before, and that he took responsibility for his actions. When he left the court, he thanked the judge, and there he is. this handsome gentleman right here in his blue suit, his brown shoes.
Do you know who Chris Porco is? Do you guys remember Chris Porco?
I don't.
He was in Rochester at U of R. He left U of R to go axe murder his parents.
Oh, okay.
Only succeeded with one. He looks exactly like Chris Porco in that picture.
Okay. Well, that's one compliment.
Yeah. It's the nicest thing I've ever said about Aaron.
I don't want to get too critical about fashion, but the bottom button, I don't know. I wouldn't have done both buttons on that one, but this is what he's all proud of himself for. This is where he's like, I look like the man over here. All right,
It's like he's attending a funeral for comedy.
Let's yuck it up with Matt some more about how amazing a victory this is.
As evidence, when they posted the picture online as like, there's Aaron coming out of the courthouse, there were people who I've seen tweet at me that I'm the biggest piece of shit in the world, and they go, he actually does look really good. Like,
who would do that? Who would look at him and be like, wow, that guy looks good? It's made up.
Yeah.
He loves making shit up like this, and then it's like another win.
Everybody
like,
thinks he's
tailored
winning.
nice too, and I'm like, fucking tailor.
It's really tailored and nice too. People are just like, I fucking hate this guy. His show sucks. He's begging for money. Oh my god, he looks good. Look at that suit.
Wow.
It fits perfectly.
That's a woke dad's
It's
type
amazing.
story.
Yes, very much so. Daniel Alexander on TikTok.
And then they thanked me.
Yes, and then they said, you've changed the world. And I went, have I? I guess I have.
I went with the light blue shirt, with the dark blue jacket, the dark blue pants,
Nice.
brown belt, tied together with some beautiful high mirror shined brown dress shoes.
I think you were the one complimenting yourself.
Yeah.
You seem to be way more into the suit than anybody else possibly could be.
Well, look what he normally wears. I
I know. He's actually dressed up today.
There you go.
Looked great. And then we have, there are things I can't say.
Well, yeah, obviously.
And people I can't mention. But there is a...
Go on.
Let's just say something, there is something in this world, let's call it the Constitution,
Okay.
that is being amended
Yes.
in a way that is very good for all involved.
Okay.
The fuck is he talking
Not to be
about?
cryptic or anything.
What?
Okay.
Let's just say today was a good day.
Gotcha.
Today was a very, very good day. I went in.
Start spinning. Let's go.
Talking about Roe v. Wade.
No idea. Let's see.
talking about?
Let's see what he's talking about.
Let's talk about
Did you
it,
fuck
man.
around and get a triple double? Today was a good day?
Oh my god. Fuck you, dude.
It was It was a good day today. We did not have a morning show, so got the morning off. That was nice. Got out of the fucking courthouse. I looked at my lawyer and I said, well, it looks like I'm getting out of here exactly about 10 minutes before the show would have ended. So I got...
Is that if you did hit the goal or didn't hit the goal? I need to know what specific time we're talking about here.
to sleep in an extra hour. That was about the difference.
Look at these victories. Could you imagine being like, hey, I'm done. I would still be doing a show. Don't you enjoy doing a show? I do. I never sit here and just be like, oh, thank God I have to do Who Are These Podcasts. Oof. That would have sucked if we had to sit here and do Who Are These Podcasts today.
This is a huge victory for him. He's neither folding laundry nor talking about how he made microwave soup.
That's true. He
He's
didn't bore
doing
the
great.
shit out of people. He hates his job. It's bizarre to me that you would be in broadcasting, whatever he thinks he's doing, his internet show, and hate it as much as he does.
Yeah.
The way he's talking about it, it was amazing. I didn't have to do my show today. It's like, well, if you didn't create such a horrible show that you despise, and it comes through, it's so obvious, and then he just admits it. Yeah, we hate it too. It's not good. You begging for the goal and stressing out every single morning and afternoon.
There being no morning show is the best thing everyone heard all day.
Yeah.
Sucks.
All right,
That's why he was getting so many outfit compliments.
Let's hear some more of these W's he was racking up today.
Bone Cold Fleas Austin says, you are the Batman and Melton is the Joker. What would he do without you? Go back to ripping off regular people? No, I've changed things. Citizen M is in the chat saying it's going to be his life's mission to destroy Nick. I've got bad news for you, Citizen M. Nick beat you to it.
He's doing it on his own.
I'm sorry, buddy.
I have an update on Nick. Nick was in court today, too. Did you follow any of that by any chance?
I haven't.
All right.
I'm
I have
excited.
some information. My best friend, Ethan Ralph, made the trip down to the courthouse and was actually in court today to follow all of this. So I've gotten some information on that.
Updates.
You lost that
No,
one.
Nick beat you to it. It's not your
I
life's
tried
mission.
to do it too, yeah.
He already beat you to it. So
Yeah.
He just does it to himself before you can.
That's what Nick told me. He goes, what you have to understand is that, sometimes when people are trying to destroy your life, you have to just destroy it first so they can't do it. And that's how you own them. 199 from Kiff says, remain law-abiding, Imholte. Can you do that? I mean, so far, so good.
All right, so Doom put this up on the screen, and this is from the court order. It says, respondent must prohibit his wife, April Himmel, and co-host from directly or indirectly talking about petitioner and or making direct or indirect disparaging and or having or harassing comments about petitioner during any online broadcast shows or social media accounts. So basically, this is from January when April still was on the show. And this is what it's saying. It's like, not only can Aaron not talk about this stuff, but you also can't have your co-host or anyone else talking about this stuff.
Shane M with $10. You ain't going to get me to fucking read that shit. I know what you cunts are doing.
All right. So Shane trying to sneak one past the goalie, but Aaron's too quick for that.
Don't you shut your cunt mouth, Shane M. And thank you. What I meant to say was thank you for the $10. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. You're a nice man. And I've gone off the handle. So we have $180 away from tonight's goal. And you'll see the note attached to it for the commissary fund.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I could read his and give him advice, right?
Yeah, you can read that. Go ahead, Shane.
What a fucking idiot.
Oh
He already
my
doesn't-
God.
He already doesn't understand what's going on. I mean, can I read this thing? Yeah, of course you can. I just don't.
$10.
The mother of my children also screwed me over. Any advice on this topic?
The mother of my children also screwed me over. Any advice on the subject? Did he already break this?
Yeah. How long did they make it into this show?
I don't know. Not long, though. Wow.
Find yourself a good attorney. Pay him lots of fucking money. That's my advice.
And I've never been in such situations, so
No.
I don't know.
That's just what I've heard you have to do.
Way to cover your ass right there. Aaron.
Subtle.
If Aaron has an
Nailed it.
attorney, why has the attorney not helped with situations? Oh my God,
point.
that's insanity.
Nobody that's ever hired a hitman, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, nobody that's ever hired a hitman to murder someone has ever gotten in trouble for it.
Yeah, no, of course not.
Yeah.
You're fine.
I don't know.
That's just what I've heard you have to do.
Got him. We fucking got him.
Even the prosecutor goes, I can attest to what Mr. Imholte said. The relationship between him and blah, 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 is much better, is very good, and everyone's very happy. And blah, blah. I'm like, fucking hell, what did I walk into here? This is nice. Take a little responsibility for your actions. Say that's all in the past. I'm really sorry.
Well, and you made change.
Yeah, and you made change,
Yes.
and then everyone goes, fucking guy's all right. Like, even the people on the other side of you are like, hey, this fucking guy's okay.
In Aaron's mind, he went in there and went, listen, were there things with the restraining order that I completely ignored and went against? Yeah, but I'm not going to do that anymore. They went, wow.
And Your Honor,
Amazing.
the suit,
Yeah.
the suit.
The defense rests.
What a winning. I'd love to see what actually happened and then hear his take on it, because he's either a compulsive liar, most likely, or he literally is detached from reality. He's not understanding what's actually going on around him, which is also very possible.
Go get your fucking fingerprints. I'm like, all right, I'll get the fuck out of here and get your fingerprints. We don't need you anymore. I'm like, all right. It was nice. It was a decent experience.
Yeah.
I was glad to do it.
It's like a restaurant.
Glad to take.
Yeah, is this a Yelp review? I just want to
courthouse
say this.
was nice.
The courthouse was very nice. Got my finger printed very quickly, not a long line.
I will be honest, I'm pretty sure the valet stole my car, but,
Right. Other than that.
it's going to be okay.
What I told my lawyer today was like, I feel like this is me exercising the last vestiges of that part of my life.
Yeah.
Like, I took that shitty, horrible, life-destroying April, Kayla, Nick, Aaron team that was toxic and fucking horrible and awful and led to so many other ricochet effects that affected other people.
Yep.
Oh, that's a future restraining order we'll be talking about.
He cannot help himself.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
This was me
Your Honor, who can I talk shit about? Can you please write it down for me? I need to know.
accepting like the last portion of responsibility for that.
Yeah.
And exercising it. It felt really good.
Good.
And
Fucking good.
And
I'm happy for it.
I had people waiting outside the courtroom just like, here he comes. I'm like, yeah, fucking soak it in, bitch. We got this.
He thinks he's a celebrity and a star.
Yeah.
You're a low cow.
Yeah. George Santos had a lot of people that were waiting for him to come out too this week.
When Chris Chan fucked his mother, Ethan Ralph and Jesse P.S. were running to the scene to capture what was going on. This is the same thing, idiot. He really thinks that he's this, and it's crazy when he's begging for money. Guys, it's a small show. We need to make this money. We need everyone to donate. It's a small show. We don't have a lot of people. We can't do it like the bigger shows. And then something like this happens. It's like, it's unbelievable. I'm signing autographs. Girls are showing me their tits. I had to fend for myself to get through this crowd. They picked me up and walked me to my car.
Yeah, it's a hard day's night wherever he goes.
Yeah.
It's going to be substantially harder for him to hit the goal when he's in jail for 90 days.
That's going to be tough. Yes, ask delete
harder.
laws about that, where it was really tough for him to earn money.
$135 fine. That's what it cost me.
Paid. Which means the goal tomorrow is 400.
And his dignity.
Me 135 buckaroonies, which I would have probably golfed that away this morning anyway. You know?
What a douchebag. Just constantly justifying things. It's not even a big deal because if I had the morning off, I would have played golf and that would have been 125. It's the same thing.
All what that guy did because he's like, I need the body cam footage for discovery because I'm going to prove that they can't prove it was me on that thing. One of the lawyers, we went back outside and
listen to this story because Aaron is going to lie and then admit he was lying. But even the story, if it were true, is not as incredible as he's pretending that it is.
One of the lawyers who was there and wasn't there looked at my lawyer and said, he's pulling a Ricada. I laughed. Dude, I got out of the courtroom. I hit my fucking knees. I was laughing so hard. And I looked at my lawyer. I go, do you know how happy it makes me to hear someone say Ricada as a verb, as like a guy wasting the fucking court's time with horse shit?
Funniest thing he's ever heard. The other attorney, not even a part of this case, looks at him and goes, man, he's pulling a Ricada in there. And Aaron's like, I can't believe this is happening right now in Minnesota, rural Minnesota. Everyone knows about this, but listen to this.
A lawyer said that guy's pulling a Ricada. I was so happy.
I was told tonight's show was going to be a doozy, and so far it's looking good.
All right, fine, I lied. It was my lawyer who said that. My lawyer said he's pulling a Ricada. And
Yeah, I don't know if I have enough fake laughter for that. So,
Doesn't that change everything?
yes.
Okay. I mean, we're still laughing about that though.
I was told it was going to be a doozy. I mean, you're the one that told me that. But
Right? Yeah. Wow.
who could have possibly told you
Really
that?
coming through.
Aaron.
Dick my fucking balls off. But it is like people like I was talking to him about Nick's motion and everything, and he goes, "Look, because I trust like my lawyer more than I do like YouTube lawyers because as good as like Sean is and he's practicing and everything else and all these other guys, they also have to have a level of showmanship. Like they're performing." So I go to my lawyer.
You've also got personal experience of what he's told you and what's happened in the past.
So my lawyer was like, look, it's a real Hail Mary, but it's what everybody does in these situations. It's just what you do. You try to get everything thrown out and you hope for the best. He says, but his motions look like he is writing them personally. Yeah. And they're terrible.
So his lawyer is telling him, yeah, by the way, I looked at what Ricada is doing and he's doing it all wrong. This is what his attorney is saying. Does that make any sense to you, Lucy?
He started that out by saying, I trust my lawyer more than I trust a YouTube lawyer.
Right.
No shit, dude.
I would hope
You're
so.
paying your lawyer.
Right.
If that's even a question in your mind, get a new lawyer.
Yeah, it's not because they're trying to put on a show.
I don't
Because it's your
understand.
lawyer.
I don't understand any of the words that he just said.
Okay.
And the idea of, this other guy's motions are shit and I can tell that he's writing them himself. He better be fucking writing them himself.
Yeah.
He's literally signing off on them.
He said either this lawyer is a complete pushover and just letting Nick do this, or this lawyer is just cashing the checks and letting him do whatever he wants, basically.
Probably the second.
Yeah. So, but he said, yeah, those are not, they're not good motions. He goes, what he's doing, there's nothing wrong with what he's doing. Anyone who criticizes what he's doing, I guess, a normal thing.
Okay.
He said, but it looks like shit.
God.
Hit the like button. All right, thank you, Doom. Everyone subscribe to Doom's channel. So he ends that after saying what an amazing day he had. He has to use his AK. Everything's turning up Aaron for him. And he says, and this Nick Rekieta case, which is going to happen the next day, which is today. He goes, this guy, what he's trying to do in his case, holy shit. He's such an idiot. He has no idea what he's doing. My attorney even told me. And I don't know everything that happened yet. It's all fresh and brand new. But according to Ethan Ralph and Dick Masterson, the cops in Rekieta's case lied to the judge to get an expedited search warrant to raid the house, and now the judge is asking the prosecution to explain themselves. They got caught red-handed with their pants down and their thumbs up their asses. The prosecution now has to explain to the judge why they lied about Aaron Imholte is a concerned citizen and not a vengeful cuck. So they tried to get the search warrant. They tried to say, like, yeah, this guy's a concerned citizen. It's like, no, he's trying to get them in trouble. Now we all know that. He's even talked about how he's a rat. And he ratted everyone out. He's like, if I hadn't done it first, they would have done it to me. It's like, why do you talk so much? You're such a fucking idiot. Also, the search warrant implied that CPS, there was a CPS report that was valid or under investigation, and there was not.
Was there a CPA then?
There was not a CPA. Callback. And number 3, that they lied about the source of Nick's video. So that video evidence of Nick being wasted on his stream is from Cog's channel. And it's edited. So as soon as you bring that into evidence, like, well, this is why we saw this video. This is why we had the search warrant. They're like, yeah, but that's an edited video. That wasn't direct from his stream. We don't know how this person manipulated this. They could have VTL'd it and make it look like anything they want. So from what I've heard, and people in the chat might know better than me, it's now the prosecution has until August 30th to answer these. Like, we're on hold now because they're like, hubba. And this was, I believe, again, talking way out my ass. I don't know anything about this, but from what I've gathered, this was Nick's idea all along to make it so that the warrant was not a legal search warrant, so that then everything they found in the house and the whole situation, he can't be prosecuted for. So it seems like that's what he's doing, and it seems like maybe they're making some headway.
It'll be interesting. I will all but certainly say that August 30th date is going to get pushed to the future. You can always get almost always get adjournments for stuff like that. But this definitely sounds very intriguing.
Yes, I agree.
So many exciting lawsuits, you guys.
Like, I can't wait to see how Aaron spins this one.
Who are these podcasts?